Okay, thanks for coming back. In the first one, we did a really simple notebook. We ended off checking the library, saying hi, make sure Python worked. I want to grab a quick start here just so we could test out a little bit. So we literally just copy and paste into something and then click the run button up here, and you're going to see a number here when it completes. While it's running, there's a little asterisk or star there that says I'm still running. When it's done, it'll come down to the next one, give you a number here, maybe give you an output, maybe it won't, maybe it'll give you an error. Right now, we're in a good place. We're running. We created, if we look here, we created this local database so I can interact with Milvus, and we'll keep it really simple. Let's follow their example here just to make sure we have libraries working. If we see the number, it's done. This has created this collection now with these dimensions. And if you look here, you're like, what's this text here? Well, there's a nice feature with these notebooks is you can add your own documentation in something called Markdown, which is a really cool language similar to HTML, but a little easier, where you could do things like make things bold, you know, and you could make lists of things like install Python, and we've got to install pip, set up a virtual environment. These are things we did. Install Jupyter Lab, run Jupyter, have fun. So now we hit this, and now we have a nice little formatted thing. That's very cool. It's a good place to put your notes and documentation. This one's a little more complex here, but let's just do this line by line. We're going to import the model. This is so we can do an embedding. We're not going to go into what that is or what that's about right now, but we're calling a Python library that's going to help us run our example code here. We're going to grab here is a couple lines of text. This is here is a list, so we can have multiple, and we're going to run this against this function we installed. This is going to turn this into something we could use, and we could print that out, see what that's looking like. See, if you don't want to get too far ahead, you could run this at every single line. It will put a lot of stuff in there. I didn't install this. We should probably do that in the next one. It's nice when they give you this information that we didn't install the Pi widgets. So we could do that. We do have to restart the notebook if we do that. But let's run that. So we'll have that for next time. Again, that's the nice thing. You miss something. If things aren't catching up, you could restart the kernel. The kernel is the environment here. And you could also shut it down. Make sure you save things. And then go back in, make sure that it's reloaded. That's always a good thing to check. And then we could see here if it likes what we did there. And you see asterisk still running. Okay, we got the results. So we were able to get that dimension we set up here. We encoded things to match that. That's looking good. Again, we should put a note for what library we're doing. We're going to turn this to raw to edit it, and just paste that link in there. And then we'll go back to Markdown, run that, just so we remember, because next time you're like, I want to look at that again. Where did I get that? You don't want to have to come back to the video. It's good to save that. And then we could just have it, some of this is just showing you some things. Let's see if we can insert this into Milvus, so we could do a search. That might be a little too much for today, but we have connected things. We can see the output. We could do Markdown. Good place to stop. We'll go into some more basics, but I wanted to make sure you knew the different things available in the notebook. Again, we're used to seeing these all the times. I don't think about it. Normally you want code. This is where I could put any kind of Python and it just runs it for me. If I want to try out a new one or something goes wrong, I could also run a new command line tool. I could create a new notebook. Again, you could just add another line here, as many as you want if you want to do things really precise. You could start it. This restarts everything, which is okay. We could, again, always try to save. We could see what's going on here. It's pretty helpful. Nice environment, very easy to do. So thanks.